So hey there, this is my first YouTube video ever, so please bear with me as I try to make my way past the awkwardness of talking to an inanimate object. So let me just tell you all a little bit about myself first, as I think that my story might help other people learn or give them hope for the future. So when I was in 5th grade, I realized two things. I realized, one, that I wanted to be president someday, and two, that I was gay. And I looked around the world. I looked at the newspapers. I listened to what other people called each other's names in my school, and I realized that these two things didn't really mesh. So I resolved that I would not tell anyone, and I did exactly that until I was 16, and it ate at me. And I was very depressed, and I thought about killing myself a couple of times. Until one night, I was very depressed. I was crying. I sent out an email to some of my friends telling them that I was gay. And thankfully, they all reacted well. They were all very positive about it, and they accepted me. And over the next 2 years, I came out more generally. And it wasn't an easy thing to do. I'm not going to lie and say it was. But in the end it was worth it. And here I am now. I'm on the verge of graduating from an Ivy League school. I write for a prominent blog. I have a boyfriend, a really great boyfriend. And if you had asked me a few years ago only if I thought any of this was possible, if you had asked me when I was still in the closet, I would have said no, it's not possible. It's not even within the realm of possibility. But here I am, proving myself wrong, and I think that any of you, if you're gay, bi, transgendered, lesbian, if you're questioning, or if you're an ally who just gets a lot of shit, pardon my language, for the support that you give our community, I think that you can learn from this, and I hope you realize that once you get to college or move out of your town, or whatever you do in life, that things will get better, and that you'll find people who are awesome, who accept you for who you are, for what you believe, and who will support you in what you do and who you love. And I guess my message here is just don't give up. I'm a big history nerd, I guess. You would call me, and I was reading this speech by Abraham Lincoln that he gave in the mid-1850s, and he relates this tale of this Eastern monarch who instructed the brightest philosophers in his kingdom to come up with a phrase that would be appropriate at all times, regardless of the situation. They came back to him with the phrase, "This too shall pass." And Lincoln commented how much courage that gives us in our deepest despair, and how striking it is when we're so overconfident. And I think that's really true. Remembering that this is only temporary, that however bad we might feel, however depressed we might be, however deep our despair might be, we should remember always that it's only temporary, and that someday, and hopefully someday soon, and in fact someday soon for many of us, that suffering will come to an end, not through killing ourselves or ending things, but through changing things for the better, and through moving on. So that's what I have to say. I hope that it makes things better for at least one person out there. I hope you all do well in life. So keep strong and live long.